In 2010, Chevrolet sold 4 million vehicles globally. A lot of celebration, you'd imagine, with figures like that. But the party gets bigger in 2011 because the brand celebrates 100 years in the motor industry. Now, of course, here in South Africa, the brand kind of found itself grounded for many years when General Motors pulled out of South Africa. But they've been back for a long time now. But as consumers, Chevrolet was always going to have to do something really special, more than just funky little pop tunes and Braflace and Boerewors and Sunny Skies, to get consumers to buy into the brand again. One of their vehicles that really did sell the new look Chevrolet to South Africans was a Captiva, when it launched back in 2006, and it's done exceptionally well in South Africa. Last year selling 2,000 units. The new one is out now, and judging by what they've done with the front end and the interior and a couple of nice changes to it, the Captiva and Chevy brand is just set to take off in SA.
The Uitenhage-built Chevys of old were so suited to our roads that they wore South African names like Commando and Constantia. The Captiva, by contrast, is assembled in plants all over the world and sold as the Opel Antara, Saturn Vue and Daewoo Windstorm in different markets. It displays a more cosmopolitan character, but it remains eminently suited to the needs of South African drivers.
Let's be honest, there was never anything wrong with the styling of the previous generation Captiva, and happy to say that Chev designers decided not to change too much in that department. What they have done though is they've actually made the front end a lot more aggressive, and that we like. They've gone with a dual grille 60-40 split, and the Chevy bow tie new design on the Captiva is very proudly displayed on their front end, but it certainly does look very arresting, very aggressive. Captiva means business on the road. Looking at it from the side, those strong shoulder lines are still there. It really is a good car to look at. They've also come standard now with little runner boards in the models here in South Africa, which certainly add to the visual appeal of the vehicle with the roof racks. It really does fit that SUV sports utility name to a T. I don't know how good those runner boards are going to be for 4x4, but let's be honest, Captiva isn't really a 4x4 vehicle, is it? It's more of your all-wheel drive that's going to obviously provide you with good stability if you are going on gravel roads. What is good though is its dynamic driving and handling, as you've seen today when we're on that runway. Very, very easy, very forgiving, and very sporty to drive actually. The biggest complaint that people had with the previous generation Captiva obviously were the engines. Boring, not enough oomph, and that really didn't do the car much favors. Well, the good news is that most certainly has changed, because the new Captiva now comes with 4 new engines and drivetrain options. Starting with a brand new 2.4 litre engine, which certainly ups the kilowatts by some 23% to 123 kilowatts, as opposed to the old generation with 100 kilowatts. And you can get that either in a 6-speed manual or 6-speed auto box, and that also gives you the option of coming either in the front wheel drive mode, or if you do go that 2.4 petrol engine in the 4x4 mode, it comes standard only in auto. Then the big daddy, the one that we're driving in, is the 3 litre petrol engine, the V6, which is 190 kilowatts. It comes in one disguise only, and that is all-wheel drive with the auto box. So there's plenty there. It makes a huge difference having an engine that actually feels like it wants to go, and it makes the driving experience in the Captiva so much more pleasant. Looking at the interior, I must admit I really do like it, because sometimes American cars are exactly that, American inside, which is probably a bad thing. A lot of hard plastics and things just aren't well laid out, but the Captiva really does look a lot better inside for us. It's more European almost. But there's also a lot that's changed in the Captiva that you're not going to see. Yeah, what they've done is they've actually gone through all the seals on the doors, all the paneling, and they've actually put in way better sound dampening. They reckon they've actually managed to score 3 decibels. So when you're driving out on the road, the Captiva is way more cocooning and insulated. Another thing you're not going to see looking at the Captiva is their regulated voltage controller, RVC. And what that basically does is actually manage your battery. It also controls the regulation of the voltage going to all of your globes in your car, which helps from a maintenance point of view. So it obviously optimizes voltage flow at all times, and through the engine management system as well, so you get better fuel efficiency. Very, very nice touch. Something else they've gone with is the electronic handbrake. Makes so much sense from a space point of view, because suddenly now you've got a very, very cool armrest. You've got nice storage bins as well. So this car really is super practical. Comes all the safety features as well. But practicality and versatility is what this really is about. All the Captivas obviously come with that 7-seat option, and usually that's cumbersome if you want to change and actually convert it into a 5-seater with a cargo area. Not the Captiva. Flip on that little button at the back and everything just falls into place. It really is amazing, and I think that is what sets it apart in this SUV category, is that you have those options of a 7-seater or a 5-seater at the drop of a seat. The good news with the new Captiva then to close, I think, is that it offers a consumer a really well-rounded package, something that it didn't do, I think, in the previous generation, all because of the new generation power plants and drivetrain options that you now have. Is this a car you're going to go bunda bashing in? Well, let's be honest, yes, it has capabilities. Yeah, we are the Grabbies. It comes with all-wheel drive if you choose that option. There's hill descent, fantastic. But I think this thing is more comfortable cruising around in suburbia, and it's going to do that with a lot of style. It's going to look the part, and you're going to have a lot of fun driving it as well. I think it comes down to the name Captiva. It's always captured the emotions from a visual point of view, and now it's going to capture you from a driving point of view. It's a lot of fun.